we now get into our first map. Let's jump right into Frost. All right, spawning up to the top right-hand corner, we have our red Protoss. Representing my insanity, it's StarDust. Hopefully. And down to the bottom right-hand corner, we have our blue Protoss. Representing Yo Flash Wolves, it's San.
Okay, it is time to battle. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
4-player map. Obviously not as easy to scout, straight and easy. So you usually see a lot of macro builds here, and a lot of the safety precautions not used because it is a 4-player map, which is highly unlikely to have any proxies or cannon rushes. So you don't see scouts that early inside their main base or natural. As you can see so far, neither player have done that. Because that would be incredible if that was to be the case, if that was to happen to one of them. So I'm expecting 13 gateways apiece and pretty fast double gases quite soon too.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. And I think, you know, one of the reasons why I'm saying at the very beginning, you know, that he has a name of dub being StarDust is because StarDust's PvP came on leaps and bounds in how it evolved. He was initially very cheesy in this matchup, but the past season or so of WCS, now into this one as well, he's actually really powerful when it comes to the macro in this matchup.
Yeah.
More so than he's ever been.
Yeah, I completely agree. He's looking awesome. Both players double gases up and running. Usually scouts go down across map after the cyber core is done. It is one of the more common times to scout out here to know where your opponent is spawning. And from this opening, I mean, this is the opening to use in the matchup. The most standard opening from both. And San isn't scouting.
Doesn't really care at this point, I guess.
No, so he may be building a sentry pretty early on and maybe just going 1 gate expansion straight away. And is only going to use the Hallucinate Phoenix to scout if he's not going to send out a probe early. That's just a guess. Complete stab in the dark. Whereas StarDust is looking for a bit more intel to know where his opponent is.
Yeah, he loses a lot of mining time actually going with this probe the wrong direction, unfortunately, there for StarDust. Again, it's just really a stab in the dark. Wow, this is going to be really fast. Really fast.
Twilight straight away before any unit, and then sends out a late scout from a probe. And he's going in the right way by the looks of it. Oh, no, you're not. Never mind.
It's heading down south, sadly.
So both Twilight cancels. Let's see where they go from here. We may see Blink. We could see DTs.
Yeah, much greedier, though, from San in the end, really. Yeah. Much greedier. His units are going to be slower from here on out. And if we do see Dark Templars from both of them, that'll be quite amusing. I was kind of expecting a bit of just craziness in these games. That's the Dark Shrine, because they've both been joking around with each other all day long. So,
but we're about to see StarDust Mothership Core come down this right-hand side. Intel is the most important here. StarDust sees that there is no expansion early. We have a pylon from San randomly on the left-hand side in case his opponent was top left to put his DTs into the game. And a Stalker from StarDust is going to not scout anything.
No, it would have stuck around and died if it had. So it's a bit sad for him. Dark Templars versus Dark Templars. This is where the game gets weird, guys, if no one throws down a Robo. And it's going to be really late for San, considering that he just went for a Nexus, if he does go for Robo.
StarDust with the earlier scout has actually got the better and faster pylon. Robo for both.
This could normalize out.
Yes,
where's the pylon for San? Is it only that one on the left, and that's it?
He'll build a new one really close.
But, wow, okay.
Well, I say that, but he might not. So yes, it is only that one over there.
Yeah, this is... this is just gonna...
But there's no Nexus yet for StarDust.
Probe got him.
Ooh.
I don't think it saw the Robo in the end. But
no, I didn't see anything again.
Yeah.
2 DTs from StarDust. Could get some damage done into the probe line here before the Observer's out.
Single DT from San. He does start Blink behind that, so he forgoes any more And I think he may end up realizing he's bringing the Stalker back. He may
Yeah,
have
he
seen the blur.
realizes. He builds another pylon in case it was turned off.
Yeah, very, very important that.
So it's all about the probes. Doesn't want to lose any probes, really. And he gets one DT out. He knows he's going to lose them in a bit, so...
Yeah, already activates 4 on Overcharge. He's actually going for the surround as that Observer pops.
3 DT kills, or 3 were kills, and the opposite DT can't actually get into the main... Or actually can, just now. But the Observer's about to pop 2.
Yeah.
Nice hold.
And the same Photon Overcharge in a very, very similar manner. Will deal with that, and no worker's dead. So in the end, StarDust did all right.
Yes, but San has a much faster Nexus. So I do like San's position here.
It's crazy how that's actually worked out.
Yeah, they just kind of bounced off each other. A little bit of damage, and then the game's going on. Immortal production already beginning for StarDust, though. That is a an advantage that he can take. But we do have Blink from San. And he is building more and more Stalkers. And he's currently at 5 to 3.
They've got to be careful with how they do this, or at least StarDust does. He only has 1 Observer at this point. If San wanted to try and go for another DT at some point and StarDust was moved down for some reason, then that could always be a factor. But that's a little way down the road for now. As
DT chasing a probe.
No! I
want to build a forward pylon!
He could actually build one and then die. Oh, that Stalker blocked it, maybe. It was close, but anyway.
All right, well, this isn't going to work for San. And unfortunately, his investment in Blink shall not pay off. I don't think it's going to pay off, at least. And that does push StarDust slightly more in the lead, in my opinion. IMO. Because I prefer having Immortals here. 2 of them. And a 3rd one building.
Upgrades are always going to be nice, though. With that Forge now coming in here for San. So eventually getting +1 would be tasty. Along with this. Did StarDust never threw down a Forge, right? So
No, not yet.
Firm.
And I think he may push out soon with the Immortal advantage that he has. I think he's would be wise to do so. He's seen his opponent's got Blink and is invested in Blink and knows that Immortals would be late. Would be an opportunity to strike. Though there is an Observer. Well, actually, that's StarDust Observer, so never mind. Robo Bay is going down, yeah.
And the thing is that if you do push out with the Immortals, there's always the chance of a backstab by those Stalkers, right? So he's got to be a little apprehensive about kind of trundling across the entire map. At least he finds the Observer, though. That kind of alleviates the Stalkers being a bit annoying on that left flank.
Yeah, so currently San just in a little bit of an economic position, an upgrade position. Pretty decent, actually, with his +1 finishing. Or close to finishing, whereas StarDust only just now throwing down the Forge. Dark Templar of StarDust is kind of looking to do some damage, but overall, quite a equal game.
Yeah.
Which is quite good if you like to see lots of lasers and stuff, because the longer the game goes, obviously, in the equal positions that they're in, the better it is. But 3 gateways coming down for San. Going to go up to a total of 6. But I don't think there's any opportunities. There might be, but a much greedier 3rd thrown in by StarDust just off the back of 3 gateways.
I mean, despite everything, all these little pokes and prods that have happened, it's been quite the calm game.
Yeah.
With the 3rd now going down for StarDust.
Even more gateways from San, though. He's gone up to 8 gateways. That's a lot of units. And if he starts producing a lot of Stalkers soon, then he could very easily move out with a big push. While taking a 3rd of his own is cool to do so, but deleting your opponent's 3rd is a big move.
Yeah, StarDust knows that 3rd just isn't there, right? With the Dark Templar.
Yeah. So he's got to be wary a little bit.
So yeah, he certainly has to prepare. That's one thing.
Yeah, he's just seen all the gateways.
Yeah.
So now is the time where I'm StarDust and I'm like, wow! And I would probably add some more gateways on because your opponent's got 8, man, and you're on 5. Now 6, 7, 8. Okay, 6, 7, and then Templar Archives. That's okay.
Yeah, he can't propel himself too far forwards, though, with tech, because he's behind in weapons.
Yeah, San knows about his opponent's 3rd, too, remember? So he knows he's behind.
So what are you going to do? It looks like he is moving out. He's bringing a probe with that army. How many Colossi does he have? It's 2 against 1, but a second one's just about to pop for StarDust, so there isn't going to be too much room there either. He has to wait until his +2 weapons finishes. It's almost exactly the same scenario as the ZVZ we just had before, because if he hits before +2, then it will be 1-1, and it will be relatively equal, but with the defender's advantage of StarDust.
Mothership Core's not even with this army, so it's not like he can recall.
Yeah.
So he's got to be careful, San.
Oh, he's taking the third behind this. It's just a prod.
Yeah, well, he's not too far behind, but ideally would have liked to done a bit more damage here. From StarDust, realizing his opponent's moved out, moves in.
Ooh, sneaky little guy.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice move.
There is that observer still sitting around in the main base, though. So not too much was done with that at all. Just a little pull of the probes off the mineral line.
But a big +2 attack advantage for San.
Yeah.
Big +2 attack. Armies a little bit in favor of San.
Very close game so far. Very close. A little bit of an economical advantage for StarDust if he gets onto that third base quickly.
I would even say that StarDust has the better army, just not the larger army.
Yeah.
He has 2 Immortal advantage and 2 Archon advantage. That's pretty big. So
it depends how the Zealots come in. Because with Charge done for San soon, he has quite a lot of Zealots, 15 to 6. So if they come in from a good angle, then maybe that can mess around with the Colossi and they do bridge that gap quicker, but it's gonna be difficult.
Well, San still building up that army size. And he's at +2 now. And he's moving forward here. I think we might see these 8 gateways come into fruition here. So he's going to move forward. Is this +2 attack advantage that he has going to be good enough with the numbers advantage that he has as well, which is a lot of Zealots?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like this angle if you're going to try and use the Zealots to your advantage. Woo! Okay, overextend a little bit there. This is a few Zealots for pretty much nothing.
StarDust realizes an attack is imminent.
The Archons to Archons. Okay, so, well, there was 2 to 2 now.
Yeah, an extra Colossus and a lot of extra Zealots. And +2 advantage.
The Zealots are a big deal, a very big deal. They're not exactly the most amazing fighting unit, but they're going to tank quite a lot and try and chew through this army. Pushing forwards now. Time Warp's not allowing any of those Colossi at the back to dance away. But at the same time, StarDust was warping in some Zealots on the right-hand side to deal with the focus fire of these Colossi. Look at them, they're not really shooting at the main army, but it doesn't matter because the overwhelming Zealot numbers at the front for San were just too much. And they really did win in that fight there.
Oh, San always picks the right time, the right fight. Always seems to be able to manage to do that well. And as you can see, he's broken StarDust. He's broken the Colossus line, the Immortal line, and the Archon line. San, the excellent Protoss that he is going to take map number 1.
Yeah, he's a scary guy. There you go. G to the G. San, game number 1.